Hey, whomever may be watching this, my name is John Finch. I'm 24 from Georgia, and I have what it takes to be the next caster.
The players create the story, but the commentators translate and highlight the story for the audience. And that's why we've gathered 10 people from around the globe, and we're gonna put them to the test. Like I said, it's tough, but we're gonna see who comes out on top and who is the caster.
With Ataraxia over in EU, he's
Indeed.
always innovating over there in that hunter role. But if you'll give me just a moment here, a lot of aggression to R kill on that Kurnos. Are they going to be able to find that kill? Actually,
comes
they're
back in as
changing their
well.
target over to Trip State. They got them very low, but not able to secure any kills there. This team fight here has been a bit of a slobber knocker. They're getting a lot of damage out, but no kill secured just yet. Nice wall from Kraken. Aside from that, I thought everything else we were doing was pretty on point.
John Finch, you individually were fantastic.
It's amazing actually to get to hear that kind of feedback, especially from Hindu, Kelly, who've been doing this kind of thing for a long time. So it was great to hear, but it was nerve-wracking being up there. So I'm just glad to know I'm still in it. Now, starting like Iwa, though, has established a stronger position, but First Blood is going to go their way. This is a strong push we're seeing now. His initiation, though, on his ultimate, the fear that he's able to push out is very strong. Two ultimates look like they're about to be built up for Iwa. That's going to be their chance to get the push built up. Or actually, Jing, we just saw had to use her, so that's already out of the wayside. If I'm being honest, I think I'll probably be in the middle, if not at the bottom. It wasn't my best.
We got the legendary John Finch. You actually were top marks.
I really don't have much casting experience outside from what we've done here.
You've never casted before, and for a guy who's never done it, and the way that you just blend with your co-caster is amazing. Like, that is just something you cannot teach. That is natural freaking ability. Like, I cannot praise you anymore for that.
Welcome to Patch Notes 4.7. That is Pillars of Success. I'm Young Link. I'm going to be your host here today. Vampiric Scylla skin's looking great. The second one we got coming up here for you, that's going to be Modern Messenger Mercury. I want you all to imagine here, like if Mercury was here in 2017 and punching you in the face, this is what he'd look like. The Sparrow Nike skin. We're going to get that card up here. Because once that art's on the screen, we're going to get to take a look at Nike's assets, I believe, on that card art, because she is moving away in the pictures.
You were still my favorite out of everyone here. You were charming. You engaged your co-host. I thought Adonis and you have been friends forever. It was the easiest Patch Notes to listen to. And I really wish that you could actually host the Patch Notes from now on.
Thank you so much.
Maybe co-host.
Finch, I think you were fantastic today. I was really impressed. Really impressed. And you kept me interested too.
You had some good jokes in there too, man. Like, you talked about assets, which I thought was like the assets little quip, because but right, like I respect it. That was pretty good.
Now we can start looking towards breaking down those barriers to get to that big dude we talked about before. When they make that rotation over from Kraken, again being piloted by Homie Faye, it's just 3v2. The other jungler was elsewhere, and that's why that fight went so handily for him. So that's another thing you want to keep track of here.
And John, finally, frankly, I thought you absolutely killed it. You did a great job. You were by far the best at sounding natural and explaining the game to a new level. And most importantly, you let me do my job, which was you set me up in order to answer the question that needed answering. I thought you absolutely killed it, man. Great job.
Aggro, break it down. Who is the victor for the mini challenge?
It's got to be John Finch. I mean, he really impressed me with the way he performed, and he was a clear winner.
Joining me on the desk now, Mr. John Finch, the legendary Young Link. How you feeling, my man?
I feel happy to be here and ecstatic to see such an awesome game 4 just now there. Rival had a very controlling composition. I think that they expected to start off early. Ataraxia's able to get off a big Aegis there, and that's able to get him through the Kraken ultimate burst damage. It was a big part of Ataraxia playing really well. It was also a lot of abilities coming in on him at the same time. So Ice Ice Baby, I think eventually was 5-0 at that point. And him getting out of that fight alive, it was a huge turning point there in that match. We might need to rein Gold Boy in on that one.
No, you never rein me in, John. It's just, it doesn't work like that.
I had 4 points I essentially wanted to hit, and you hit all of it.
You have great body language. Your interaction with Golden Boy is top tier. You're charming.
You guys all did well, but there was one person who hit a pretty damn good home run. That person was John Finch. Congratulations.
Thank you. Wow.
What is Smite? And tell me, why should I play it over any other MOBA that's out there?
Smite is a MOBA, but it's actually from the third person, and it might sound something that's a little bit gimmicky, but it lets us bring skill shots into a MOBA. So that means you actually got to hit your stuff instead of just clicking on them. I'm not 7 foot tall, so I might have a little bit of a hard time playing basketball, but I mean, everyone can play esports. And despite what you might see in your Twitch chats, it's a great community. There's a lot of good people out there. Let's start with Tom Badinger, right? Have you seen that guy's hair recently?
John, that we mentioned earlier, is fantastic at making you feel at home, even when you're somewhere far away. You know, John, his charisma throughout the entire thing. This mini challenge, in my eyes, goes to John.
I'm nervous. These last few challenges, I felt really confident going into them. This time, I didn't feel, as confident. It's been a bit longer day. So just before the challenge, I took a moment. I said, I'm just gonna try and put as much energy into it as I can, as much knowledge as I can, and hope the judges, think that's enough to get me through to the next round. But it was tough.
So we have to send someone home. We argued about it for a very long time. The person that is going to be going into the finals with Gabriella is Ron Jobert. John, I didn't want to send you home.
Thanks, God.
I love you. You are amazing. You are a natural.
You are great. You are fantastic, and coming out of nowhere, you surprised me the most. So much skill.
I wanted to keep going, but there was that time where I didn't think I was gonna get to come, and it was a real rough time for me, and I was so happy to hear that there was still a chance, and I just wanted to come and try my best. So I hope I was able to do that here, and I just appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I give you so many more bonus points too for the fact that you came in, like, we were filming on the Monday and we called you on the Friday and went, yo, what's up? You're able to come down, and you were like, yeah, no problem. And you get to this position here, you get to top 3. Top 3. From all those applications we went through, I'm in shock and I'm so surprised. That's why I want to continue working with you. It'd been my pleasure,
Thanks
honestly.
so much. Everything they said makes sense. It's frustrating that I lost it so close at the end. It just feels like a focus error more than anything. So it's like a dream come true. It's like stuff you sit around like wishing you could do, or like I feel like I can knock this out of the park if someone just give me a chance, and they did. And so that's awesome to get to show that. Plus, everyone here is amazing. It's 10 people who love the same stuff I love, and who are all really, really good at it. And I don't often get to just sit around and nerd out over some of my favorite stuff all day long. So that's really cool. Thank you, Tom. It is John Youngling Finch here. Rip me on the caster.
Just to put it all aside here, I was rooting for you.
Thank you, totally.
Forget
that
Ron.
means so much to me. Yeah, so much. But we got a great matchup here. As they said on the desk, it's a lot of names that if you've been hanging around for a moment.
Good afternoon and welcome to Hirez Studios. My name is Tom Battinger, and I'm joined here by a special guest. You might have recognized him if you joined us on last Wednesday's episode of The Caster. His name is John Finch, otherwise known as Young Link, and he'll be joining us as a special promotional guest here, showing us sort of the commentary behind The Caster. How's it going, bud?
I'm doing real good. How about you, Tom? Yeah.
Definitely happy to be here. Happy to have you on. And so your background as a commentator is...
Essentially nothing.
Yeah.
That's right, essentially nothing. You got to see my very first cast on the very first episode, so go check it out.
So this one's going to be a lot of fun.
He is able to stun 2 people, but now Kenji's too far forward. I don't know what happened here, but he's on his way back to that red fountain. Once again, though, Jumpa is up into the air, looking to come down onto Covey. He's actually able to get the stun off. Great wall to isolate him, but he gets immediately turned and burned by Chaotic Purpose. It's probably all over here but the singing, as it's 5 members here pumping into that Titan. Yeah, and that was really an impressive game. Throughout it, I think you heard me saying, well, Transonics is the star, or maybe more Wolves is the star. What that really says is that Actual Authority is the star. If every one of your members can be the star at the end, that means you just played well as a team.
SCL. There we go. Here I am. Welcome back, everybody. That's what I said before. It's time for the SCL. That catches us up with where I am now. I'm Aggro, joined by guest caster, very special in many ways.
Oh,
John,
thank you so much.
Young Link Finch. Dude, Young Link Finch. I thought I said Young Finch Link. It's been a long day.
It has
here.
been a long
It really
day.
has been. Are they going to just go for the end here?
That's what it looks like to me. They recognize they got a 5v3 advantage with the Fire Giant buff. Caden takes down Visions with no problem there. That's going to be no more for the Ohm Elephant Man. No peace here. Dr. L also in a lot of trouble, and that's it. Tighten down. I am John Young Link Finch, your guest caster from The Caster. And I got Graham Hatfield Hindu Man here with me. How you doing,
Oh,
Hindu?
you're using my full name too.
Oh, I'm happy to do it, Hindu.
Oh, you got there. Well, it's finally good to get the chance to cast with you. And he doesn't know that he's going to get not any more airtime if this cast goes badly. So, best of luck. Best of luck.
Hey, I'm not even worried about it, Hindu. It won't even be close. I'm going to knock out the park, Hindu. They're going to give me your seat. That's what's going to be after.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, what were we waiting for?
And we're back here with you, John Youngling Finch and Graham Hindu Man Hatfield.
That's me. That's you.
That's your full name.
It is.
I know you love it, so that's why we do it. And my name is John Youngling Finch, and with me I have Graham Hindu Man Hatfield. Graham, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad. Stop using my real name. I'm not used to it.
I like your name, Graham, so I'm going to keep on using it this whole cast.
At least
here.
you're saying it right. That's the main thing.
Graham?
Yeah, no, like
Graham.
original
Like
Americans.
Graham Cracker. Graham Cracker Hindu Man.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's
Back to
me.
elementary school. I just thought of it. No one has ever said that before. I just thought of it. Energy versus the Poppies, though, that's going to be our set here. And welcome to day 4 of the Smite Super Regionals here. We got Finch on the desk. And I'm joined here with Taco and Aggro as well. I got all the analysis I could ever want.
That's what we're here for, man. We're here to support you on your desk.
Yeah, this is my desk. It was Aggro's yesterday.
Slow down.
So it's mine
Slow
today.
down.
You still don't get one, Taco. I'm
No,
sorry.
we're not going to go over this again.
So that means that we get to go over every card and talk about all the gods that show up on it because it's my desk this time, Aggro. It's mine.
Oh, God. I don't want to be here anymore.
We want to meme it fully here up on the desk.
Casters, ready, set, go.
Thank you, Tom. Over here I am. Hirez Finch. I do have Anatoly here with me. Welcome indeed. I'm happy to be here.
Happy Halloween, everybody, from Mystery Incorporated. My name is Fred, and I've got the rest of the squad here with me. Let's bring in Daphne first and foremost. How's it going over there, Daphne?
Well, jeepers, Fred. I just hope this ghost doesn't mess up my makeup.
It might there. Up next, we got Velma. How's it going, Velma?
Oh, well, jinkies, Fred. I can't see a thing without my glasses. Let me... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, well, let's find this guy.
Yeah, perfect. Much better. Shaggy, what's going on down there?
Like Zoinks, Fred. Why can't we ever, investigate a Burger King or something?
I'm not sure, man. That sounds good. And to round us out, Scooby, rather, is with us.
Do I have to?
Yeah, go ahead, Scooby. Let's hear you.
Okay, Raggy.
Thank you on the desk there, Daphne and Scooby. It'll be Velma and Shaggy picking it up as we move into game number 1. Absolutely was a patience game from Ghost here. And that mystery ends up solved by the tail end there, Shaggy, who's joining me here, has been all along. And I'm doing my best Velma RP.
Yeah, it just felt like Radiance had a lead and they were hesitant to use it, just like Zoinks, man. Ghost Gaming or just playing this new style on Halloween, just dressing up.
Yeah, I know there's one mystery of where that facial hair is placed, huh, Meth? We'll work on that after this break. We'll be right back, though. Stick around to see what Daphne and Scooby have for you on the desk.
You said it was a 5v or a 4v2. Might as well have been a 5 with the Scarab's Blessing. But no, look down. You need your glasses.
Oh,
put them on. Oh wait, yeah, me too. Oh, I can't see anything without my beard.
That's a classic Shaggy line, obviously.
Favorite moments on cast, whether it was their best moment or an awesome game they casted?
The one that comes to mind with me, it just was like my favorite moment where I genuinely freaked out having a cast. I don't know if you remember who it was. It was Energy playing
Mouse.
I want to say it was Mouse, yeah. Yep. And they had the big loop around play where they came all the way around to the back of the fire giant and were able to make this big play. What is this?
Energy actually looking to loop all the way around Mouse, going way deep. They're going to catch him from the backside entirely.
Well, they're right. It's heavily warded on the right-hand side, so this certainly could end up working out in their favor. In fact, what?
They have
Mouse
no
are
idea.
going to have no idea. How could they? There's no way.
They're just expecting
There's no
Energy to
chance.
not be contesting this.
Taco, there's no chance that this could work, right? Blink in on the backside from Maniac. Stygian Torment hits everybody. Yemen drops a huge ultimate on the backside as well. Already, Energy bring down the house. Fire Giant coming in as well. The loop around should never have worked. There's no way. But Energy Esports get it done. And if you go back and listen to it, I'm straight up losing my mind basically during that play. I just kind of remember that being a moment where, literally in the room, Like I was up out of my seat, freaking out, like what is happening right now? And Taco was like, okay, calm down, Finch. But
Energy Esports with the Fire Giant wraparound take the game over Mouse. Man, it's my job to have words for this, and I don't know that I do, Taco.
I thought it was. I remember that as one of my favorite casting moments.
Welcome in, everybody. It's time for the E-United Invitational. I hope you're ready for a bloodbath. Pros versus Skillshot. Game number 1 here. Finch here, still trying to get this speed buff, but that is not a great idea there, Finch. He's going to get killed.
They're going to get this wave as well.
We're only 35 seconds in. Uh-oh. In some trouble in the mid lane. Good sash, though. Deathwalker, a little bit out of position, but we all kind of got baited there, but not as much as Finch. Finch going to be the 4th victim
He
here.
got a couple
for
minions,
the pros.
though.
Yeah. Did he hit level 2 off of that? No, not quite. Oh, come on, Finch. You can hit level 2, buddy. Get those minions, man. You got this. Yeah! Let's go, Finch. You can see him clapping it up there.
He's really happy
in the
about that.
player cam. Absolutely. You got there. Totally as well better be on high alert because the side lanes for this Skillshot team, Doug and Vinny, are absolutely popping off. F-Dot, Finch, and Ovrin, not quite as much.
It's Doug.
That's your cameraman.
Who the fuck is Doug?
And Doug is
fucking
crazy.
Who the fuck
I love him. He's like, who is this guy?
Team Doug, dude. And
Kill Naja, guys.
No, dude, Doug's an assassin, man. You thought we brought a rando in here? No way. This guy's nuts.
Doug down. All right, we're free to do whatever we want. Doug is down.
We got rid of the assassin. We're free. Why am I? It's 12 minutes in the game. Why am I under my Phoenix?
We should
Why
have
is
this.
happening?
We should have this tomorrow.
I have so many questions.
Because our jungler's 0-14.
You can't surrender. Not here, baby.
I don't know
Not here, baby.
I don't know about your jungler, guys.
Tom's just
Alright, go
like
to the right now, all the
wandering
way.
around.
All the way, right?
Yeah, all the way right, and then go.
Wait,
Where are you guys at on the
Wait,
map right
I'm
now?
dead
Like,
now.
we're
I'm dead.
safe from
I'm alive.
to
I'm
go.
alive. You can open your eyes.
Wait, where the fuck?
No, they're right here.
No!
Wait, guys. You guys. No. Welcome back to the E-United Invitational here at Skillshot Studio in Atlanta, Georgia. Finch here. I have Aurora and PBM with me on the desk. And guys, I'm going to need y'all to do a lot of work because I'm still quite sore from what happened in Game 1. It was not pretty at all.
At least you weren't F-Dot.
No, that's the real rough one, is if you're Tom trying to recover as a
forget
person.
that. At least you weren't Panda Cat. Panda got soloed by Vinny, dude. I'm never letting him forget about that. Yeah, I'm never letting him forget about that.
I loved your dashes that game as well. You were always dashing towards your base.
Step out of Phoenix. Oh, nope. I don't want to be here. Right back.
I did top damage, and I think that matters.
Oh, of course.
Yes, my top damage was the most important thing that happened that game.
What can you say? Top damage is everything.
If you hit that stat screen and you see top damage, you know you're doing your part. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Even if your team is behind 15,000 gold, as we were 10 minutes into that game, if you're top damage, you did everything that you could want, really, at that point, right? I mean, you've done your job as the mid lane mage. Going Warlock staff, first item. You've done your job.
I wish you went something else. Why'd you go Warlock?
Did you even see 100 creeps that game?
As that first matchup we're going to be looking at going to be the Playing Ducks up against Freaks T1. I don't know. Look at that logo. I don't think they're here to play. That looks like a serious duck to me. I don't know. He's like to the side, profiled, like glasses going. I'm liking it.
I too like their duck logo, Finch.
You don't like it?
No, I literally just told you that I liked it.
You can't pretend that the face you gave me off camera wasn't like a disinterested.
Not me.
Not gonna have it type face. But we got some good matches that are good.
Finch, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you right
now.
Go
ahead,
okay?
yeah, let's go.
We had a break leading up to this.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
This is the first. This is our debut week.
Look at
of
that
the fall
duck. He's
split.
not here to play.
No, that's dope. That's pretty dope. Wait.
Welcome back to the Smite Console League, PS4 this time, and it's Finch and Aggro bringing you the call. I believe we're starting here in Europe as well with Playing Ducks up against Insomnia.
Your favorite team, Playing Ducks.
That's right.
They've got a cool duck logo. I'm inclined to agree. Sure. So. No harm, no foul, right? It's no big deal. Well, they actually are foul because they're the ducks, and ducks are fouls.
Birds of a feather, I imagine, everyone on Playing Ducks as they all flock together. Good afternoon and welcome in to the SPL. It's Saturday. We're in week 2, and it's Finch and Mifflin. It's Sanguine up against Space Station. Game number 1 about to start.
Of Merlin versus Raijin in the mid lane, but it's Raijin in the long lane this time, and he's going to fall for first blood as Netrioid has found the opening. And Votus already uses disengaged Netrioid in for the second time in 2 minutes. No beads, no dash, no problem. Netrioid moves in for his 3rd kill of the game.
Put Vote in the mid lane and just take him away from this CC chain, but now Panatom's here.
Wait, yeah, now he just gets blinked on in the mid lane, and he's going to dash out. But wrong use there, waiting, Vote taken low. Panatom dashes through, 4 kills, all of them on to vote. Talk about a rough early game here for this Raijin.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, that just can't be happening, really, in the mid lane. You just cannot afford to...
I'm certainly excited to see this because, as we said, the Poppy's steadily improving, and Rival always ready to pull out an oddball strategy. You know me, that's what I want to see. Poppies versus Rival, standing by. We've got Taco and special guest commentator John Finch.
Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you, Tom, as well, for introducing us on this one. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited to get going for this. And all around, I think it should be a pretty solid performance. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and more particularly because of the fact that it is going to be the Poppies facing off against a Rival, and if anything, that is just definitely always a way to really look out for things. And it's really, really exciting, and I am just really looking forward to this. But more importantly, we are having a little bit of technical issues because, as you can tell, Finch's mic doesn't want to work, but we're going to have a short little break with the desk for a second so you guys can say hello again to Tom and Twoli.
Thanks a lot, Taco and John Finch. Now, Tully, let me tell you a secret.
Yeah.
So this Poppy, remember how I was talking about how I really like when they pull out oddball strategies? Yeah. I actually unplugged John Finch's mic so we can do picks and bans.
Why not? Let's go ahead and do picks and bans.
So one more time, let's say hello to John Finch and Taco.
Thank you, Tom. This time everyone can hear my glorious voice. I am John Younglink Finch, your special guest cast, and I do have with me here Taco.
Okay, my next question is, how do you continue to fill dead space in game? How do you keep talking?
Yeah, well, Barra, Mifflin had the same thing when he just started, so I now have a whole new perspective on exactly what you mean. And, like, I don't know, it's just our job to sometimes add a lot of stuff on. When I'm the 1 and Aggro's my 2, I don't have to worry about it at all. I can kind of put my feet up, and I know Aggro will talk for 2 minutes uninterrupted. I'm sure you all remember the time when Aggro... where I once said as Chair 1, oh, Red Buff's being invaded, and then I didn't get to talk again until the next time Red Buff was being invaded. He talked that entire time until it spawned again. So a lot of the times I don't have to worry about it if Aggro's there. He'll just talk on his own.
Yeah, that is both a very proud moment of mine, Finch, and a very embarrassing moment for me, is that I literally talked from one Red Buff invade to the next.
Making sure they're not letting someone... What, Dave coming in to say it's Barrow Bog? Are you challenging Miff here on this one? It's Turnakuda. I think we all know.
Is that allowed? Shut up. I don't know if that's coming through to the stream or if they're just in the Discord talking about it, but Aggro and Dolson are Barabog stands. But keep in mind, chat, that these guys are Forp guys as well.
And I'll hear nothing else of it.
Bot behavior. Oh.
But it's Barabog, and I won't hear anything else. You're telling me Churnakuda sounds better than Barabog?
He sounds like a raid boss. Barabog sounds like a Disney villain, and Churnakuda sounds like a Final Fantasy secret boss, you dunce. Catch the game.
Finch Miff swag.
Yeah, you ain't never once come into a game and given Dave Aggro close to the same swag that Finch Miff are bringing. Listen, I appreciate you coming in, David, helping us out here a little bit. You just are wrong about the Barabog. It sounds a little bit more like an old-timey disease you're worried your firstborn son might catch, right?
And for as good as they have looked, Rival is kind of... They really did Space Jam their powers away from them.
Didn't they,
I'm pretty sure that's what happened here. It's the most logical explanation in my mind.
Rival looking a
You
little
excited
bit
for
weaker
Space Jam 2, by the way?
You know, I like LeBron a lot, but I think that I don't like Space Jam that much. I loved it as a kid, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know how good that was.
Are you serious
Like,
right
as
now?
an adult, you know what I mean?
Finch, and this is saying a lot. This might be your worst take.
I mean, as an adult,
Good call, production. Yes, excellent work by production to cut Finch off. Are you kidding me, Finch? It's Space Jam, for God's sakes. I watched that movie literally within the last, like, 6 months, and it was phenomenal.
I haven't seen it since then, so I might be wrong. I'm just saying that I think I'm hedging my bets that maybe it won't be as good as I remember. I agree, I loved it as a kid.
What did it say about you as a person, Finch, that instead of saying, yes, I love Space Jam and I haven't seen it as a kid, but I probably hate it now? Like, how is that your thought process? Just be like, yeah, Space Jam rocks like everyone else on the freaking planet.
It was great. I loved it. I don't hate Space Jam. This is going to come out like the I hate dogs thing as Obey Alliance. Well, it's time for another episode of the SPL Weekly Recap out there, Smite fans, with Finch and Dave. You know how this works. We write these scripts for each other and then read them for the very first time here as part of this show. That way you get to see all the flubs and mistakes happening live and in person. Game 1, Yarkor brought about the Re-Rise of Cthulhu with a 7-0-5 KDA. And as his followers say, That's how they talk. There isn't much to say for game one. Sanguine get a clean win, only losing a handful of deaths the entire game. If you couldn't understand that, that's just because the madness is creeping in, is what that is.
Game 2 was even faster, but this one was led by Dardes getting one of the 5 gods you can't allow him to play. Yeah, pick ban Nightmare in Hera. She took a break from being the queen of my world to stomp on United's face for a change. An easy 2-0 for SSG. Okay, finally on that note.
Outside of cinnamon, maybe just a dash of saffron, possibly some paprika, variety is the spice of life, and we had a variety solo carry performance in this one. That's great work, Dave. So is the threat of that type of... Somehow the worst thing to come out of Game 2 is Mifflin calling Dolson an aggro fanboy, a statement that has lived in Dave's head ever since because of its truth. I think in our...
Hey!
Obey at the moment.
And all those who hoped E-United's trouble would stop there were proved wrong. In fact, the only things that stopped were the hearts of chat as my feet slowly drifted into frame. 2 relatively one-sided games ended up going the way of PK, and E-United seemed further than ever from getting back on track. You've broken me. Congrats. I truly did end up...
Despite the strategy changes, Obey held their own in Game 1, sitting on vote in a long lane like Dolson on your favorite Smite branded chair. Alright, we're back to that. Luckily for Space Station, vote, and suddenly, Muspelheim Airlines is open for business. Choo-choo! Hop on, ladies and gents. Tickets, please. Is it a plane or a train? Not so sure.
I don't know.
Just a tough this time around.
That's true. I guess conductors don't punch your ticket on airplanes, so my fault for getting my transportation mixed up there.
Was a lot of ground to make up, and Ghost, while a bit shaken, not stirred, still stand tied for first.
It's horrible. Why did I write that? It was
Hey,
a
I
tough doubleheader. And really, what can you do when Cubo Fred plays like he did in game number 2? I'm seriously asking, by the way. What do you do? I assume you curl up and cry like Finch does when he hears a scary noise at night. And anyways, enough about Finch. His abundance of crippling failings. I have a set to break down. Paul and Cubo Fred. Sorry, Finch. I had to do it to you.
The struggles continue for E-Unite in the SPL, and also for myself in the search of a Baba Yaga body pillow, and that is tough to find out there. I might have to make my own. Maybe Dave will have more luck with our final set of the weekend.
The final regular season set of the year is a 2-1 in favor of SSG, and that is it for season 7, the regular season of season 7 of the SPL. Yeah, baby, we're ending it on the best possible note here, but that is the final week of the regular season of Season 7, as written by Finch and Dave, and as told by Dave and Finch. Make sure everyone to stay tuned. Phase 2 playoffs coming up soon.
What hasn't Sam executed on perfect? This guy's looking like the best we have throughout this season is Benji. Could be in some trouble. Still gets knocked up and pulled. Sam for sucker is the GOAT. Benji, where are you going to go from here? As Bino K and Sam should have him insert in. Makes it back towards the tier 1. The blink is there and the ultimate. And Benji, when Sam's hitting shots like that, I guess you just got to hand it to him and sit in grayscale for a bit.
Okay, man. You cannot just be doing that to a fellow SPL player. That's illegal, man. You just can't be doing that to people. Like, Benji's got fans, bro. Like, what are they supposed to say to that? You know, that's not nice.
And hey, some well-earned fans, I'd say, too, but they're going to have to hold that one, I suppose. It's Sam.
Loves you can get your cooldown, which is the main benefit of Transcendence in my eyes. You might as well just go Fail Not and get it the same way.
Cubo Fred looking for the kill. In comes the Neath ultimate, but adapting blocks it. That almost keeps it Benji alive. In fact, it does. Big brain plays from Adapt King. Put the crown back on his head as he keeps Benji alive.
Yeah, Adapting's the best player in the world. That is single-handedly the most mechanically intricate play I've ever seen. And Benji, you're gonna tarnish it and die to a harpy? Not okay, bro. Adapting gave you your life, and you're just gonna give it away to a literal NPC. I'm upset. I'm upset about that.
Whoa, man, that's unheard of, that kind of thing. Benji making an absolute mistake there, dying to a camp. I don't know if you remember the Radiance play where, like, Adapting gets in there, blocks the Neath ultimate, it's nasty, Benji's still alive, and then he walks all the way down and dies to the Harpy, and you're like, I don't know, man, I just spent, like, the last 1 minute dumping my load, so to speak, loving that play from Adapting, and then now it's like, does this ruin it that he's dead all of a sudden? It's like, I don't know, you get small moments like that sometimes are like kind of hard to recover from. Welcome into Game Night, everybody. The show that is basically just like when you have your game night with your friends, except me and Dave will always be here, and then obviously Dave and I will be battling for our lives to avoid increasingly horrifying
That's where the pressure is. We're on lives here.
Exactly.
Or it's a pie to the face. I think.
Right, pie to the face for this very first one. Well, today we're gonna be playing Operation, but we're calling it Bak Operation.
Bak Operation.
Bak Operation.
Okay.
Thank you for helping me out with it. So, Discordia's apple is what I'm going to be trying to grab.
And I
Which
think
one
that's,
is this?
I think that's
That's here. It certainly looks like that's an apple in there. I'm going to bring this over to me. And then show you all the deft hands of Finch.
All right, let's do it.
No chance that I mess this one up.
You've got this. In
I'm
the
already
bag.
don't feel comfortable. I feel very awkward.
Yeah, that's
Nope, there's no way. I'm so shaky. Dave is already proven.
No way!
Okay.
Come on!
But of course I
No
nail
way.
it on the first one. Discordia's apple. Wait, I'll do her dab, right?
It's not totally off the game board yet. It has to be completely onto the table.
Oh, okay,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
easy
No,
enough.
you don't have to do that.
Hey, welcome into Game Night. My name is Finch, and last week I lost. So that means that Dave, who beat me, gets to pie me in the face, and
That's right.
our community manager, Cupcake, agreed to make us a pie from scratch. Normally you kind of fake this with whipped cream, but that's a real hefty pie in Dave's hand. So
Yeah, no, this is.
Yeah, that's.
We got
well,
it's serious.
all right,
serious pie here.
It's cold.
It is good. All right, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, such a shame.
It's so good too. We should have eaten it. It's really good, man. I wish we'd eaten it. I'm also breathing in pie through my nose. I am. Yeah. Our episode 2. That's right. This is episode 2 indeed. Welcome into Game Night, everybody. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like your
Okay.
idea.
I think
It's better than their
might as well.
No,
just
it
guess.
wasn't.
Does your god have blonde hair?
Yes.
Whoa! Wait,
Oh,
who is
no.
that? Oh, it's just him, isn't it?
No, you can't. You gotta wait till
Wait,
next
isn't
turn.
it?
Are you? No, he has blonde hair.
Does he?
What?
How did you do that? Let's go, baby!
No!
Yes!
There's 2 people.
I think it's just this person. Right? I think it is.
I think at this point,
Yeah, that's so good.
is that it's Jormungandr.
Is that your cup?
Yes.
No! Let's go, baby!
Okay, what are you? Wait. Let me wait.
Well, it's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think he has blonde hair?
Well, I think it's that guy.
Okay. Well, you do it.
Or am I throwing you off?
Is it Thor? Yes! Let's go, baby! Right here, Tina.
It's alright, it's alright.
That's just one quick dub.
Is it Kabrakan?
No! Yes! That's so brutal, dude.
Bang! Go! Yeah!
But you don't think so? You do think so? This one?
Let's go for it. It's exciting.
I'm so nervous. Dave, are you Vulcan?
Oh! I'm Vulcan again!
Look at Glowy eyes, baby! Yes! Let's go! What? That's so crazy.
Oh, wow. I didn't think they'd guess the same one.
I know,
That is
I was
crazy.
I was for sure they would not guess
That
the
is
same one
crazy.
twice.
It was because she
I was
said
for
glowy
sure.
eyes. These eyes are so.
Balls are gonna shrink.
What? Oh my god! That is an easy W. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody for watching Game Night.
Welcome to Game Night. I am Dolson, and last week I lost, and guess who ye? It's cold outside. I'm about to get a whole lot more cold. We got Finch up here on the ladder with
Hey, guys.
You can see how cold it is. Some condensation on the bucket there.
I'm sorry, Dave.
You know, just go.
All right, let's
Oh,
get us
God.
going, Myth. You gotta help me out,
Okay,
bud.
you
This is
ready?
heavy.
All
Yeah.
right, so you lift.
All right, I'm lifting.
Okay. I'm so cold. That's all I had. That's all I had. I'm so cold.
It's what I'm throwing at you. What?
Yeah, no.
He's the real
Oh my
villain.
God. Welcome to Game Night. Oh God. Yeah, I felt bad. I sprinted away, but
Yeah, welcome into game night, everybody. So, Dave, I didn't realize it was that bad. Aggro didn't even have your back on that one. He's the real villain.
well, he told me going in, he's like, I'll hold the towel for you, I'll be right there. And then, you know, he followed me and then just kind of heaved it at me. And
What's happening right now? Oh,
hope
okay.
you had a great
Thank
birthday,
you.
man.
Oh, goodness. They're going to keep coming.
Can I get it? Can I get one?
Thank
or
you.
can I-
All right,
can I
yeah.
get-
I can't
can I get
hold
one of
anymore.
those,
This is
or-
hell.
I
yeah.
could. I'm a little hungry too, guys. I
Yeah,
didn't really
Ryan-
have breakfast. Well, yeah, I guess it wasn't my birthday. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Thanks, Mallory. Okay, yeah, I've got even more now. All right, this is going to keep happening. Thanks,
Yeah,
Sovereign.
here, you
There's
want the
no more
headset?
room in my hands. Ah, thanks, man. Be sure.
So hang on, let me get down on this Smite shot here. So Finch, you can try to hide your birthdays from us.
I see what's happening. I really have no more room.
But if you guys know anything about Skillshot, it's that we take two things very seriously: birthdays and trolling each other. So now you see the kind of the culmination of that, and what happens.
There's no room.
When you try to take one of the two things that we care about here away from us. What are we at right now? 1,
This is
2,
so
3,
many.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there's just no way, you guys. This is going to all fall, I promise.
Now I
Oh
tried.
my
I
God.
tried to convince him not to get frosting all over your clothes. But then
I just
again,
think
this
that's
comes
the world
back
we're
to
in.
how we only care about two things, and you
Right.
took one of those things away from us. So this is wow. They're really loading you up.
Goodness
There's like
gracious.
2 24 packs out there.
This is insane.
I thought we might hit them with like 5 to 7. But
Is this why you guys
we're
started
getting up
early?
and we're
Is that
getting
what's
out
happening
there.
right now?
Maybe it is.
Is this all connected?
Maybe it is. I don't know. All right.
Oh, Handyman
now
said
we got to
that's
get
enough
back
trolling.
to it.
We got to get that to casting.
Hey, Nick, if you want to
No, I can't hold all
This is
going
gonna
to
be a
go in the
real
game
barn
like
burner
this.
if
There's
you-
no
if you
way.
want it.
Thanks, Coop. This
Finch,
is...
can you bring us into game already? My
yeah,
goodness.
can we go ahead and move into the game? Game 1. Remember what?
Oh, I was raging at I think I was raging at your set, Barra. I think I was.
Have we told them what it's like? Because when they're casting, they'll be down in their own channel, kind of on their own. We can't really talk with them, but they'll hop back up into the channel with the rest of us, and sometimes they'll come in hot. And Aggro will come in hot a lot of the times. He'll come in out of the call, and we'll be having our own conversation. He'll blow that up. Like, dude, they're so stupid. Something like that. That's actually a perfect Aggro impression.
That was really good. That was
He'll
really
come
good.
in hot, or something like that, Tilton. For sure he'll come in, because he cares about y'all's stuff. As Jake gets destroyed by the damage of Cyclone Spin, but hey, in the battle of ineffective junglers, I guess Laspro's better, but Tings flattens 2 with the crushing wave. Barracuda in the backline needs some help, does make it into the Bifrost.
Big Man Ting says, you better say my name, casters. Watch Cyclone Spin's name out of your
You think
mouth.
it's
It's time for Tings. Yeah, Hebo time. Hits 2 with the crushing wave to turn around a fight handily.
I thought both Ven and Barra had pretty solid performances.
Oh.
That ultimate from Big Man is just disgusting, man. You gotta love to see that.
Seems good. How are you doing after that game? And getting to play Hercules twice. I'll pick up right where Dolson left off. That doesn't happen much for you anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm doing good, but did you guys see what happened at the end of that game? I've never seen that in my life. Big Man literally one-shot Aphrodite
What?
from 100%.
Yes!
I've never
You're so
seen that
right.
ever.
What?
It was actually the craziest thing. I literally had front row seats to it. He literally blinks in and ults him. He literally 100-0'd him a straight one-shot. I've never seen that ever, like in an actual SPL game, I feel like. That was insane.
Unfortunately for them, they've got Hype Unit in their region and platform, so they will not be coming to LAN, but we get to see them today to finish off the season.
It's kind of like, despite how good the Miami Dolphins are, we're in the same division as the Patriots, so we never get to make it
Actually,
to the
hold on. Yeah, it's nothing like that because the Miami Dolphins are bad. And
Well, don't say that.
Well, they are, objectively. And whereas Bland Fan Club is not, I think you were doing them a disservice with this analogy.
You're right. I was trying to bring the Dolphins up to the Blanche Fan Club level, not drag Blanche Fan Club down, but I see that I got crossing the wires. That's fine.
No, the Miami Dolphins are at no level besides the absolute basement.
The bottom, yes. Slightly below the Bengals, though. And as always, I am joined by Ryan Aggro Bailey. I promise I did everything I possibly could to get someone else, but this is just who it's going to be.
I actually hot glued myself to this chair so they couldn't take me off the air.
Quick glimpse behind the scenes. I was supposed to have Anatoly here today, but it just wasn't meant to be. I'm stuck with Ryan Aggro Bailey.
Unlucky for you.
Dude, really, I low rolled, truly and honestly.
Way with him already being addressed,
Damn, it's
picking up the Nemesis. Yeah, oh, dude, my man's sitting like L from Death Note. My guy's got the sugar cubes on the desk. He's ready. I'm scared. I'm shook. And Obey should
I would
be
be
too.
He locked in the Thor. Now I know my man is ready to play, especially with this Cerberus coming in. And so now we're starting to see, well, no, the Nike's gotta be going over to solo, excuse me, for Ducky. So now the Cerberus then is going to be the support for inbound. Is that where inbound goes to in a world where everything else has been banned? We've seen it solo for Baskin. How do you like it here?
I love it. I love it. It's going to be really good. There's a lot of fight potential here.
Oh, no.
He can slow down the Ymir, who's largely immobile. I don't like it as much anymore. This Anubis is going to now have a very easy target just to cover our bases, Finch, because we gotta play safe here.
Nike support, don't say it.
It could be Nike support coming through, and I think that fits Inbound's playstyle just a little bit more, but that's a stretch. We're reaching. We don't exactly know.
Mifflin, you spoke into existence. Nike support. I'm gonna 100% support you on it. It's gotta be what Inbound's playing. Going to game 2.
Well, it would actually end up maybe being a good prediction here for the casters, as it is Inbound on the Nike support.
Cerberus has fantastic setup for the Kraken. Oh, even a Willix Feather Step is just enough time for you to put a Whirlpool right under their feet. And then Amaterasu coming in 9th pick overall. Is that allowed?
No, it just straight up shouldn't be, should it, Miff? I mean, and it's not just Amaterasu going to any old bum off the street.
okay.
This is fine, okay, absolutely. Picking up this Am in the 9th spot, so that is certainly frightening. But they do instead go to this Awelish, and here's the thing about how good Sam's been playing on this Awelish, chat. Here's the thing. He's been playing really, really well on this Awelish, running over games the second that they start. Thank you, Miff, for being my audience here for him, because I doubt anyone else is laughing. But this Awelish has been dominant here for him.
Yeah, so here's the thing about a Willish. The Feather Step, I think that this Willix pick can work out absolutely, especially because we know who's piloting it. It's Sam for Soccer 2, Sam for Sociopath, Sam for First Blood, whatever you want to call him. This dude's an absolute legend, so putting him on something that can drive the bus early on, I love it.
Hey, Sam's a nice guy. Don't put that on his name, but certainly capable of being a killer on the battleground, man. Someone that'll come for you if you're not careful.
If you didn't check in on week 9, however, you may have missed out on some of the best plays of the week, and we're going to go over those right now. Now, number 4, it's time to move on to Team Dignitas and their set up against SK. Did not go super well for them, and this is why. Dignitas diving head first into the shallow end. This is good work by John Finch. He's the one who provided us with some great, nice little captions here today. But number 2, oh, Finch, I can't stand behind this one. I cannot stand behind this caption, man. I refuse to read it out loud. Who would ever write this, man? You are calling down the wrath of Baskin upon you. Solo Rotrol makes a nice play. It looks really good. Baskin who? The GOAT! What do you mean? You cannot be... I will not stand for Baskin slander on this show ever. Finch is fired, man. No more caption writing for him. I can't believe this. What did you even write for number 1? I don't... whatever. Number 1 play. Who knows what this means? Tyler, everyone back in production, who let this on the show, man? Alex, Extreme Man, you let him label that? What is wrong with you guys? Yeah, Spudio gets a whole bunch of kills. He gets a triple. He gets a quadra. He gets another triple. This caption's really not that bad, but I'm still angry about the last one. Unbelievable, man. You can't be giving me good captions like this, Finch, and then throwing Baskin under the bus, dude. I don't understand. I can't believe... I'm flustered. My whole day down the tubes, man. I'm in shambles. What? Unbelievable. And John Finch is next on the show? Oh, man. I hope you didn't want to hear about PK, because it's going to be all about talking about why Baskin deserves respect in this house, man. Unbelievable. Welcome back to Esports Weekly, everybody. Now joining the show, we have PK correspondent and the worst lower third writer in the business. It's John Finch. John, consider yourself on trial. You are charged with disrespecting Baskin. How do you plead?
Guilty. I did it. Because Solo Troll's been popping. You don't need Baskin anymore when you got SOT. You saw the clip? That hammer kill was nuts, dude.
Yeah, SOT's been playing really well. This is Baskin,
He's
man.
probably the best player that we've ever had individually at any given point.
And you wrote...
multiple different roles.
And you wrote
Who needs him?
Baskin who on
I got
this
exactly
sheet of
the
paper.
reaction out of this guy that I wanted. He's playing into my hands.
What's crazy to me is that you said those words out loud.
I sure
And
did.
then Extreme Man typed them in.
He sure did.
And then you forced Jennifer to type those in.
Oh, that I feel bad about. Sorry, Jennifer.
You implicated multiple people in this. This is going to be a big...
There's a huge Knight story. Can we talk about the Knights?
Yeah,
Come on.
just what... Rose in the solo lane.
Did
Go
you see
ahead.
what I wrote for this?
Oh, my God, bro.
I love it, dude. Row
that's it.
your boat to
I'm no
Worlds.
longer recording roll cues on Wednesdays because normally that is my prep time for this, and you have been let to roam free, and I cannot be having it.
This is great. We have a great day in store for you all. I did one for Rival later on. It won't be as good. I'm sorry about that.
You know, the fact that there's unbats in the game, I kind of forgot over the last few minutes. It has not had the impact. Right
Here's
here,
one.
he finally gets to get aggressive, but, well, hey, Sam is in the area, and Sam comes for safety that time around instead of soccer. And either way, it's going to be helpful for the team. Ends up costing them a lot, and now they're in a 4v5 if you're the Knights.
How can I cast this FG? I'm still reeling from Sam for safety. It's down to half HP at this point. Neilma stuck in no man's land as well. Captain Twig weaving in the autos. That's okay. Sam for safety shows up to get the cleanup kill, and now Rival with Fire Giant.
Oh, gee, it's Joe Law says, if you were to find yourself stranded with limited supplies, which caster would you choose to improve your chances of survival?
Wait, which caster would I be with?
Which caster? You and another caster are stranded on an island with limited supplies. Who are you taking?
I think we're dead no matter what.
Yes, but I think I'd take Dave.
Yep.
Because imagine if a plane does come overhead. No way you're not stopping for Dave Dolson Olsen, right? We gotta make sure we get that man out of there. And if I can like glom on and also get saved, that would be pretty sweet, right? I think that's probably my best chance. Is if I let them know I've got that man with me, someone's coming to save him.
Unknown said, I knew Biggie Smalls didn't die. No, I didn't. I'm coming for you. Looks like Tom has a toupee and it's starting to fall.
I had a really one moment that really stands out to me though when I think about it, and this is probably going to be one of the nicest things I've ever said to Finch, so hopefully he doesn't get too uncomfortable. But season was that which year did we do the dig semi? Was that season 5?
I think it's season 5.
Where I lost my voice when Moswall killed Fred when he jumped on him on red buff. I didn't have enough air and I tried to like pop off and threw out my vocal cords.
Out for Team Dignitas, and check out the boot selection. Moswall gonna get Cobra's Kiss, full comboed by Cubo Fred. Auto attack isn't there, but the detonate! He's got him! That's the Zeus Juice, baby! Moswall sits him down!
Finch was still fairly new. That was the biggest set Finch had ever done, and I'm kind of on that set to guide him there, and then I basically blow a tire on that set, and I remember feeling very proud of how Finch handled that set afterwards, and I think about that as some of my better memories casting.
Well, now Fire Giant being pulled by Splice. The pressure is on Dignitas trying to find their way in. Variety blinks, but Splice confirmed the objective. Cubo Fred now in the back line. Cyclone Spin is the target, but he's right up. No, he doesn't make it to the Chariot. Arkle takes him down. The Chariot crashes to the earth. Divios falls as well. A double kill for Arkle. Dignitas with a pulse are starting to put the hurting on the Splice.
Zero's giving Sino the okie doke. Sino finally finds him, but Arkle has already picked apart Splice.
Now it's Cubo Fred who wants Sino. He's on top of Suku, but it's going to be difficult to find his way out. He wants the turnaround kill, but now there's no way out. Jump in from Trix Tank, and they find one more. Europe not going home yet, Splice. You got to find something else.
This might be game here, Finch. I mean,
that
right
was
side
huge.
Phoenix is right there.
Well, they're 23 seconds away from Cyclone Spin being able to help, 30 away from Moswall, and Aurora finds a big stun that keeps him alive, but now looking for the lockdown. They're just going to settle for the Phoenix on the right-hand side. 13 more seconds before Cyclone Spin can come to help. It's just one bear, just one Aurora to try and slow him down. Dignitas have 4 members here. Aurora blinks in. He's looking for the stun on the backside, gets through the wall, but Dignitas want to take the end.
Arkle too low.
They can't do it.
Aurora forces the entirety of Dignitas back.
Man, that is it. Somehow Splice find a way to keep him back. Divios now back up as well. Get out of our house from Splice as they send Dignitas running, and they want a little bit more. Aurora wants to keep up the chase.
Divios has Blink coming up.
The root let land as well. Now Cubo Fred, no mana, no options, and no health either. Nowhere for him to go. Dignitas had a chance for the end, but not against Splice.
Oh no, Finch. This might be the counter end coming from Splice.
This is huge from the knockup comes out, and now Arkle's down. Let him hear it in Atlanta, Georgia. Splice gonna take down Dig. Sino, too much damage. Zeros goes down. Marswall finds Variety. Lightning Storm.
That's
and game 2 going to Splice.
Damn, it's hard to hate aggro when he's gassing you like that. All right, we gotta love it. I appreciate you. I remember that was a great cast though. I remember it. I remember, like, because at that point I hadn't like gotten a ton of like individual gas then, but like aggro came up to me afterwards. Hindu like pulled me aside and said he liked the cast too. So that was when I remember that one too. I felt a lot like, okay, maybe they can kind of rely on me a little bit now too. So I appreciate it.
100%.
We are about to move into the very first game here, the Smite World Championship at DreamHack Atlanta. And here in the audience, let me hear a little bit from you guys as well, as we're about to kick this one off. It's going to be Sanguine up against Rival. But look at this, Tully. 3 members rotating over to right. Oh, this could be trouble for Haddix. And Polar Bear Mike has the aggression, has the Sunder, pulls him in with the Cobra's Kiss. And there's the first blood of the Smite World Championship. So that's the tier 2 tower down. And Rival now threatening the Phoenix. Frenzy popped, but 2-man top by Panatom. Wrong you there with the Whirlwind of Rage and Steel, but Arkle puts Wrong you into the dirt. Captain Twig, Flatten Shinto as well. And that's it for the mid Phoenix. Can Rival make an end off this? It's a 5v3. And there's Rival, game number 1 of SWC. Go to the SPL. They're pulling in Haddix. He is able. No, he can't get the ultimate off. Rival, take care of him. And they're going to go right to the Titan room. Tully, you might be right. Rival want to make their way to the semifinals. They're done with Sanguine and moving on. Scarabs are the one on the precipice of victory with the Titan down to half, with the Titan down to a quarter. The Scarabs able to take game 2 over the Dragons. We're going to game 3. The Dragons looking very mortal. Come in 2, but the Titan is down to half, and Zatman free casting. No one putting their attention on him. He's still full HP. Zatman gets it done in the end. The Scarabs find a 2-1 victory over the Dragon. The Kings have fallen. Stun lands immediately onto the Chang'e to force her back. Another blink in, the Titan already at half HP and well below Splice. Gonna take the game over Dignitas. North America letting them hear it early.
Splice have to right this ship. They're going to right this ship right now, Hindu Man, or this is going to get out of control for them, or they might capsize instead. Only down 2,000 or so right now.
Here we go.
Scream considering the back. But Neil, it's Neil aggressive again. Banish comes out and does find one. More interrupt there from Aurora. They manage to push one away, but execute direct hold. Zatman turns into the Achilles, but Scream goes to the back line with the Cobra. That shuts him down. Ball slides one more. SK Gaming trying to grab this one.
Neil Mari's playing out of his mind.
He's a nutcase, man.
He hung around and waited for the ult to come down, but here's Venenu trying to fight back.
No.
He drops the ult
Wow.
and gets the kill. SK are starting to get a lot more momentum now.
Hindu, you can kind of feel it now, can't you, man?
Yeah.
This is starting to feel like the writing might be on the wall. SK take the Gold Fury now up 9-2 over Splice. Splice, who everyone had at the top of the brackets, could go home right here, right now. SK Gaming giving them everything they got. Solar Troll tries to keep the combo going, but instead just walks into the waiting grasp of Belair. Neil Ma gets the first kill. Neil Ma gets the second. That's a double kill. And Zatman's gonna grab the next one. Sam for Soccer gets 3. Zatman gets the next one. Splice, your defending champs, about to crumble as SK barrel into the base. He can't do it by himself. That's it. That's the deicide. We're crowning a new champ because SK just knocked out Splice.
What a game. What a match.
But that's in the past. Right here, right now, Fire Giant starting up here for Team Rival. Oh, look at the damage on that Ataraxia. Bino K blinks in. Come on back down, buddy. No way you're making it back out. Bino K puts an exclamation point on it by taking care of that Ataraxia.
Huge res. Cubo Friends still putting out a lot of damage, but Arcurl's already taking care of Trick's tank.
And Variety's low in middle lane. Execute not quite there from Captain Twig, but I don't think he's done. Oracle gets the kill. Cubo Friend Herwin now. The ones that gotta find some heroics. Frenzy popped as well, and that should do it. Rival commanding lead the game. Look at PBF feeling himself. They're up 2-0. Cubo Fred again on that backline dive. Blinks in, knock up, but he can't find anybody. In fact, he's the one who's low. Captain Twig finds one more. Herwin pulls finds himself a double though. Polar Mike's out, but Panda Cat Oracle's still up. That's the deicide. And Rival, they need minions, but that should be got it. Positive taking the finals on the 3-0. SWC
has officially begun. Barracuda comes in, Vintage finds the first blood and takes care of Johnny right off the back. Genetics, but how do Renegade turn it around in the 2v3 finds it too. But you can't stop Variety with the double kill. Barracuda puts down Johnny and Gore. I think this one might just be over. Julio falls as well. It's a triple for the solo laner out of Renegades, and we're moving on to game 3. That is right side Phoenix going down, and here comes the collapse from Space Station Gaming. Cubo Fred gets to do nothing. Dardash shuts down Neomon. SSG will not be denied. Game number 1. Well, let's move on to game number 2. Gets him out of there. So now Rapper dashing forward, locks in Neil Ma for the moment, and that's enough for Boat to get the kill. P-Station start off well, and Dardes does turn into Cubo Fred. That puts that man down. SSG, just like that, it found 2, and Nika might want one more. He's getting aggressive on to Scary D. Boat is right behind him. The Heart Bomb is land. The slow is there as well. What an explosion from this SSG offense. Neil Ma and Scary D are there, but there's the abduct, and look at the engage from Terrio and Nika right under the backline. Fear no evil there, and Zatman never stood a chance. Paul gets melted as well. Dardes with a double. SSG have flipped the switch, and PK are lights out. SSG running all over. That's a double kill for SSG, but Paul has the response. Point blank, I'm a monster. Puts him in the ground a second on the Cheerio. Paul showing up for him in the elimination game. Oh, Neil took so much damage. What was that? In comes Cheerio, dropping down the Fear No Evil. It's his bounce that takes care of Neil Ma, but in the back line, look how low Dardes is, but somehow he still clings to life. Gilbo Fred gets removed, as does Scary D. How does Dardes walk the tightrope like that? Aggro, this is really, really scary if you're an SSG fan. You saw this happen once before. You've seen the heartbreak and felt it, but here it is coming once more. PK are barreling into the Titan room. Scary D and Neil already there. The damage is right behind them with Zatman still alive and plenty healthy. Cheerio gets absolutely waxed. No chance to be in that battle, and that is it. A double for Paul seals it. Pittsburgh Knights might be able to knock out SSG. We are going into the critical Game 5. PK and SSG. Deja vu all over again. Can they really send this squad home once more? They got it! Steal it away. What a play from the Knights. What a week, what a day from PK. They are not going away. Now Nika under the towers. Kubo Fred gets a double. He's showing up in the absolute biggest moment for PK. This is such a crazy way for this game to potentially come to its end, to come to a peak. He's still alive.
PK got it!
Got the Fire Giant, but Kubo Fred is low. There's the ult, but it's still not enough. How is
No way!
And Scary D saves him at the last possible moment. Cheerio cannot complete the task. It may cost Scary his life, but PK's still alive. There's the ultimate, and Zatman gets the kill on the Rapper. Cheerio is deleted, and the next big kill coming through. Zatman somehow still standing as Nika finds one more for Space Station Gaming, but the Pittsburgh Knights are unrelenting as they hunt for both. Scary D puts him down.
They did it again!
Standing for Space Station Gaming as PK have shut them down, and they are feeling it here. Do you think the Pittsburgh Knights are going to be hard to beat next time they come up? Because this team is feeling themselves. What a set! Falling down 0-2. Never for a second did this team doubt they could win it.
Unbelievable. Gormizer's losing his mind. Can you blame the man?
Not at all. How do they stay calm? How do they stay composed in this moment here at the end of the game? But this is what it means to move on in the World Championships. You must be excellent for 5 hours in a row if you want to win. And absolutely making it work. Benji's there too, but Zatman gets a double, and he's turning back the clock. Big work from PK here in this fight. But now Zatman found a way to fall. Kings is in some trouble as well. Overall, ends up being a 4 for 2, and PK take that just about every time. Benji's here, and he does it, Benji! What a nutcase as he finds a way to steal away the Primal. The Titan is all the way down to half, and Radiance are hobbled in their defense. PK have found one more win, and the set's all tied up. So far, the fight's favoring them, but adapting takes so much damage. Paul gets Cyclone Spin in the back. Kings pops 2 more, and Benji gets a kill, but Paul finds himself a double. So that means the Knights are still in this one. Zatman has the shred to burn through a roar. If he can just turn around and land the autos, has to use the Aegis. Paul has the backup, and it's a triple kill. The Fire Giant is low, and it goes the way of Radiance. A critical Fire Giant secured, and now Scary D has dropped. Neil Ma will be right behind him with nowhere to go as Aurora finds another. Only 2 members up. Zatman will be there soon. So Radiance cannot end it, but they sure can push. The left side Phoenix has already fallen as well. That tied to the minions. Cubo Fred is up in the sky and crashes down for a two-man knockup, then heads to the back line to look for some more shred. Big man Tings has fallen. Aurora right behind him as that man gets another scary D. Shreds through Cyclone Spin, and Radiance right on the precipice seem to have fallen at the last minute. It's a deicide, but now the Titan low HP to the minions. It's really only Scary that is here. No Cubo trying to defend, and that is enough. The Titan should stand, and that means PK have a chance to push up. They have an opportunity to close this out, but there's also minions now coming through the right-hand side, so they're contesting a base race. They have to sit and fall back. No calls respond to deal, and the rest of PK can push up. Mifflin, I think they've extended this to a Game 5.
3 Phoenixes down for 5 full minutes. PK, they're not going to make it easy for anyone. The defending world champions want another ring.
My goodness, is this PK team resilient? You are not beating them easily. They will not go quietly. You must come correct, or you must not come at all. What a performance from the Knights, from the whole squad. Looks like Adapting will be the one out in front. Big man Tings is outputting the damage, and it's got Scary D-Lo. Benji finds the very first casualty of this engagement. Now Paul comes in and trades it out onto Adapting, immediately transforms into the Camazotz and starts putting out the herd. Aurora falls, and Paul continues his excellence, his elite performance with a double. As Aurora goes into the ultimate for the CC immunity, but he's been picked up by Neil and thrown back to the Wolves. Cubo Fred finds the first one. Paul gets the second. This ultimate has been a little bit too much as Cubo continues the battle. The backup shows up, and Adapting is done. It's a double from Cubo Fred, in the game now hangs in the balance. PK on the precipice of another win. This is it, man. This is the game. This is the set. This is for World Finals, and Radiance, after a great season, second seed, will they go home in their very first set and never see the finals, never even see what Ghost had planned. There are 3 up from Radiance to look for the defense, but into the base go Pittsburgh Knights, and Tings in trouble right away, forced to retreat. Aurora low as well, but the Pittsburgh Knights will not yield. They will not slow down. The Titan continues to fall. The damage too much, and PK are in your finals. How safe can you be with PK playing like this, with Paul and Cubo Fred hitting everything, with Scary D playing this way? What about Zapman leading everybody in the player damage? This is the PK of last year. Great job, and indeed, Finch and Aggro here as we move into our finals for this 2020 season, all the way into 2021. You have waited since November of 2019 for a brand new champion, and we crown one here today. And that's your first blood of the finals for Ghost Gaming, but Pittsburgh Knights are not done. Twig falls in trade. He dunks down, doesn't quite find much, but Zapman is here to help. It ends up being a double kill for Mike, but a trade comes back 3 for 2 so far in favor of PK. But it's Cubo Fred's turn. He moves in, and Fino K is done. Captain Twig has no hope in the backline. He gets decimated, and in comes Sam looking for a chance to put down Zapman right through the relics. He finds one more, and Ghost Gaming having one of their trademark fights, and Panda Cat puts down Cubo Fred, and how about a 3 for 0 right when you need it? And PK right on the precipice of going 1-0 up against the best team that we have had all year. The Knights are absolutely ready for the world stage, aren't they? Game 1 goes to the underdogs. If you're Ghost Gaming, you have got to be feeling the fear now, right? Shades of what happened back in Season 6 of this game and this set getting away from you. PK up 1-0. Stitching and Torment does control Scary D, but in come the Knights, and PK steal it away. What a play from the guys that have hung around all week long.
Imagine thinking you could out-confirm Paul.
And that's why Fino K blinks in. Zapman is the sitting duck, and Zap has to leave. That means Neil stuck in the middle in trouble, and Sam for Sucker coming to collect. But Paul, is that a one-tap? Sam for Sucker is a distant memory. Fino K gone as well. Pittsburgh Knights are on something different.
Paul's better. Paul's better. I don't care who you are.
Then
on
everyone.
the planet. Paul's better.
How does it happen? How does it happen? And the Knights say no lead is too big, no chasm is too wide to cross as the Knights barrel into the Titan room. Ghost Gaming are about to go down 0-2 to a team that had to play 4 games just to get here. I thought there was a chance this was a 3-0 coming into this set.
Same.
But not like this, right? Not with PK up 2-0, down 9K, saying, make it harder for me next time. This team is just a little bit too good. And Scary D ends up falling, but they do lose Fino K in the back. Neomod drops as well. Zatman, sayonara, and that means Ghost Gaming have finally put one on the board. What a call here. I mean, how does Knight stop this with the Sanctified field down? But in comes the Armor Monster. The Knights strip it away. Paul just walks in and takes it. Just walked in and down smash. But in comes the dive. Mike gets a double. And Cubo, they're coming in one by one. I don't think this is the plan. They're not going to get the backup from Paul in time. No, Paul makes it in. Crush. Buries Mike. I'm a monster, not enough. And that is some deja vu. So they must drop it. But Ghost now wants to fight. Bleak in from Mike. And Paul gets deleted. Big work from Fino K. Fire Giant low. Crush is there for the secure. Mike moves in. But Pittsburgh Knights get the biggest objective on the map. What a bounce back from the defending champs. He's pushing in. Sam for soccer gets Cubo Fred. Scary defaults. It's about to double for Sam. How do Ghosts turn this back around? Paul has now used the Aegis as well. So Sam moves in. Feather step, but Paul manages to survive. Fino K now low, but Paul gets swept to death. Ghost Gaming bounce back from the death of Mike. Goes the damage. Paul finds Fino K and deletes him. Mike grabs Scary D, takes him out of the fight, but Twig all alone. Paul gets a double. The Knights stand up at the last minute and push Ghost out.
The Ghosts all in is good, and Zap has been caught by Sam for soccer.
What a play from the jungler from Ghost, the world MVP once upon a time has stepped up again, and Ghost want to get us into a game number 5. Cubo now low, in comes Fino K, but Neil has the peel, but Captain Twig steps up, Sanctified Field puts Cubo Fred down, and Ghost Gaming have the 5v3. Ghost Gaming with 4 alive can still make it work. And there's the drop down, but Mike is there for the peel. They land, the stun, the knockup is there, and Zapman has fallen to Mike and Captain Twig, and goes the leaps. Mike finds another 2-man stun. Now it's Scary into trouble, having to use the beads, but the pursuit is on. In comes Fino K, and Scary D starting to melt. They're looking to close this one out. They want to move on in the game 5. Twig has the damage. Neomorph fluxes him, but that won't stop him now. The Titan solo minions coming in as well, and Ghost move us on to a game 5 fight. Fine, in comes Sam with the overhead smash, and the Kraken from Twig puts him down. My goodness, Ghosts are not shying away from the big moment here at all, making the plays back to back to back. I want this tier 1, and I want it now. Say Ghost Gaming, nothing going the way of the Knights. Panda Cat is all the way in right, finding a kill for himself. The Fury goes to Ghost, and Twig gets rid of Neo. Finally, he steps up, and Scary is low as well in the back, but he gets Fino K first. Twig and finds some revenge for the lane. Cubo Fred in the back is diving Sam, who goes to the overhead smash, but it's not enough. Paul gets a kill as well, and suddenly the Knights have found a 1-for-3. The team fight going easily to the Knights. The biggest objective on the map going to the Knights. This team believed after every step of the way, and right now, in the biggest moment, it's showing up. And Twig gets deleted. The Knights make a huge play in the late game. It's Ghost underneath the watchful gaze of the Knights. Zapman gets Fino K. Polar Bear Mike has to ult himself, and the Knights right on the precipice of putting this one to bed. Only 2 for Ghost. Still standing. This is such a big moment. Sam and Panda Cat with no ultimates to help defend. But in comes Scary D, and Panda Cat and Sam have to make the play. The Titan now down to about half HP, but Sam gets one. Ghost Gaming, hold on in a final moment. This is huge. Ghost Gaming are going to be able to secure this Fire Giant. This is huge. I know they lost in the middle Phoenix, but Ghosts had just brute forced their way back in. And Zapman low in the back. That is Fino K's job to take Zapman down. Aegis keeps him alive for the moment, but Fino K gets the ADC. Mid Phoenix down as well, and Ghosts continue the onslaught.
He might catch Paul.
What a fight this would be if Sam and Paul meet here in the jungle. Sam is found near the beads. 3 beads are necessary, but Paul is forced to ult early. That is a huge trade, but the Fire Giant is the star of this show. Down to half. Neomorph comes in. Kraken is early. Fire Giant still there, and Scary D pushing forward. Fire Giant seems forgotten. Zapman moves in, looking for it, but Fino K is there. I think Zap's making an error, but Cubo Fred getting one in the back. Paul gets a double, and Pittsburgh Knights in a great position to end.
I think they done it, Finch. I think they did it.
Triple
Fino K left alive, and he's gonna have to keep all of Ghost's hopes on his back.
If Fino K can't do this, then this set, this year is over. It belongs to the Knights, and Fino K does what he can to kneel, but the rest of Knights are pushing down mid, unfiltered, unstopped. Fino K taking his back, but how can he stop for the Knights?
burn down the middle Phoenix. The Knights looking to push into the Titan, and Fine OK has it all to do.
He's got no ultimate available. Paul with the transformation. The Pittsburgh Knights are going back to back.
That is it! Pittsburgh Knights, lightning strikes twice, and Ghosts are going home!
My name is John Finch, Young Link 31 in game. You know, when you're doing the 9 to 5, you know, when people are talking about loving what they do, well, I mean, if I think about what I love, it's playing games and honestly talking. Those are the two things I love to do. So it's like if there's some marriage of it, then I think esports is it.
I may not be at the same in-game level of some of my peers, but I follow the SPL really, really closely, and I'd be happy to get the chance to come in and learn from some of the greats. I'm also the kind of guy that people just love to work with. I'm supportive, outgoing, and always looking forward to a chance to get some good feedback. Just don't let the fact that I've been feeding in all your arena games throw you off. I'd still be a perfect fit for the caster.